Greetings, everybody. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James Font, and with me, Caleb Font.
Good morning, everybody.
So we have some very fun topics today.
Yeah, fun topics.
And a few things to catch up on. If you listened to last week's, there actually is a video of a guy juggling kittens.
Yes. It's not a real
No, it's
video.
not a real clip. It's just a clip from a movie called The Jerk, I guess. It's a 1979 rated R comedy with Steve
Martin. Steve Martin. Yes.
I've never heard about it until then. But yeah, I was just, when I was editing the podcast, you mentioned something about juggling cats.
When did I mention juggling cats?
I don't remember why. The context, that was a couple days ago when I edited it. But you were just talking about how someone would be the coolest or something like that if they juggled cats.
Well, Steve Martin is one of the coolest people. Like, he's one of those people you would want to meet and have a conversation with.
Oh yeah, because he's done everything.
Yeah, and he's been around since forever.
Yep, he's one of the OGs, but he's not super famous. But he is, but he isn't, but he is, but he isn't.
Yeah, basically.
He wasn't like the most good-looking man in Hollywood, and so he wasn't like sought after by everybody.
Yeah, and he kind of
he's not a George Clooney. George Clooney's been around forever, hasn't he?
Well, he's different. George Clooney is just attractive, so he kind of is in a different ballpark.
So sweat. And George Clooney did more serious roles, whereas Steve Martin did
And
more
Steve Martin
comedic.
was more like 80s, like very popular in the 80s. So he's kind of the...
Train, Spain's an automobile.
Yeah, so there, and then the guy who played the donkey in Shrek.
Eddie Murphy.
So he's kind of in that category of 80s funny guys.
Yep.
And then after the 80s, he kind of went away again.
Cheaper by the Dozen is really what I know him from, because I was so young.
Yeah, I watched it once, and I wasn't impressed.
You're like, oh, cool, a movie, yay.
Because actually, the original one was better, I thought.
Yeah, I've never seen the original.
Yeah. Anyways.
So our topics today, I am talking about weird collections. So people that collect weird things, and also great Amazon reviews.
Oh, yeah. James sent me this, and I was early in the morning, and I was trying not to laugh out loud too much.
Because they get real ridiculous.
Yes, they get absolutely ridiculous.
Caleb, what are your topics?
My topics are oddly named towns in the United States. Just specifically in the United States. All 50, not just the lower 48.
Lower 48. All right, start us off, Caleb.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go off on a limb here, but for a second. So I'm going to college. I'm going back for HVAC right now, and I had a scholarship thing I needed to go to yesterday. So I'm sitting there, bored out of my brain, but of course that's what you do. Thank you, everybody who gave me money. Anyways, and I'm sitting there, and there's a sign up above that says, small businesses are business or something like that. Like teaching is our business. It's just one of their slogan things. And I'm looking at that and going, that's nice. And then I look over and they have all these designs up on the wall. And one of them, I'm looking at it going, why does that look like a salamander taco?
What?
It looks like a salamander taco. It's got like a head and a tail and like two arms sticking out.
And then it's a taco.
And it's a taco. It looks like a taco shell. So I'm going to have to take a picture of it next time I go to school and then post it because it looks, I'll just have to let you guys decide it for yourselves if it looks like a salamander taco because I think it really does. But anyways, so that was just a side note for my adventure.
And if you have not been following our Instagram, you need to go follow it. Morning Eggnog on Instagram and Facebook. We've been posting Caleb mostly. I've just been posting every once in a while, but Caleb has, he drives around for work and sees funny things.
I see some random things. Like I went to the Toledo Zoo and there's a...
Why did you go to the Toledo Zoo?
I was delivering.
That's so fun.
Electrical stuff there. And so it's back in the back area. And on this trailer is a full-size alligator, like cast whatever. And I'm like, okay, we're next to a giant fake alligator. You just got to put something in its mouth.
Yep.
So I put my arm.
Yep.
Arm.
He doesn't have an arm anymore because it was actually a real one. It was just very, very, very patient and waiting for some idiot to come put his arm.
That poor crocodile is just sitting out there in the freezing cold on a trailer, Just
That's
waiting for some poor sap to come by and bite off his arm.
Hey, because if we've learned anything from, watching movies and TV, anything with its mouth open, people will put their head in.
True.
Anything big.
Big, yes.
Like if there's a lion with its mouth open, if there's a crocodile, if there's a hippo, if there's a shark, if there's a bear, people will put their arms and limbs in there because it's a, hey, look, Mom.
Yeah.
Kind of
No, look,
thing.
no hands. Literally. Okay. So we're going to go through a couple of these. I've got 50 of them, but we're not going to do 50 of them because some of them are like funny and then some are just like, eh.
The funniest, and maybe I'll ruin one for you, but too bad. One of my favorite town names is Hell, Michigan.
And it's on the list.
It is, I was assuming it was. And my mom actually went to Hell with my aunt and her nephew. They went to Hell, Michigan.
Well, why wouldn't you go to Hell, Michigan at least once?
You should. You should always go to Hell once.
Yeah, and it's not too
then you
far
can go
away.
to Hell and back.
And it's actually really funny because the reason it's called Hell is because there was a man trading crops for alcohol in the town. And so whenever the local farmers went into town, the ladies would be like, well, there they go. They're going off to hell because, alcohol is not a good thing. So that's why it's called Hell, Michigan. So another town is Unalaska, Alaska. Unalaska, Alaska.
The most un-Alaskan place in Alaska.
Exactly. Why?
There are beaches there.
There are beaches there. Possum Grape, Arkansas.
Possum grape.
It's not really that great because mainly there's actually a grape and they just called it a possum grape because it's Arkansas. Why? I don't know. And then there's Zwizki. California.
Now, how do you spell that, Caleb?
ZZYZX.
You sure someone didn't just fall asleep on their keyboard?
No, this particular the guy who actually named it was a one of those fake doctor medicine guys, and he was trying to sell all kinds of different stuff. So basically, when he bought this land, he just put down ZZYZX when he bought the land.
It's like your first video gamer tag. Like
yes.
when you're like, all right, XX. I don't know. XX Unicorn God Legend Killer XX 472. And it's like, I'll change it later. Then you never do, and you're 45 and you're playing something.
Yeah, you have a ridiculous tag.
Or like our good friend Craig, Legends Best.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make fun of him.
So, Happy Land, Connecticut.
That just sounds scary.
It's such a happy place. Who wouldn't want to live in Happy Land? Good grief, Idaho.
I mean, that's what I say when I drive through Idaho.
Good grief, is this over yet?
Yep, pretty much. Actually, that's Texas.
That's true.
You're like, this is my third day in Texas. I'm still driving. In Texas.
In Texas. Santa Claus, Indiana.
Did someone let their child name this?
No, what happened was they originally were Santa Fe. And the post office was like, no, you can't push Santa Fe. So they changed it to Santa Claus. The unfortunate part of this was they started receiving letters for Santa Claus. So they started receiving children letters for Santa Claus.
I would reply to all. If I, for some reason, got a letter for Santa Claus, I'd reply and say, Billy, you're going on the naughty list because I saw you pick that nut booger and wipe it underneath the car seat.
I've been watching you.
Okay, the police.
Oh, let's see here. Kickapoo, Kansas. That one's like, like if you think about it, it's funny, but it is all.
It sounds like Pikachu. That was my first reaction, and then I was like, Kickapoo. So that's when you go out in the field after
the buffalo have gone by,
and you kick a poo.
And you kick poo. All right, Hippo, Kentucky. Unfortunately, there aren't any real hippos in Hippo, Kentucky. They just decided that was just a great name. Oh, yes. Burnt Porcupine. I think it's Maine. Burnt Porcupine. And it is a real place because my wife looked it up because she did not believe me. And it's a real place.
Just want to know why.
Yeah. Well, they said if you squint at it, it kind of looks like a burnt porcupine. And it's an island off the coast.
Okay, then.
So it's a little different. Frankenstein, Missouri. Worms, Nebraska.
Again, it sounds like a fifth grader name. He's like, so what should we name the town, Billy? Let's name it Worms.
Worms.
It's a totally cool name.
Okay, so I'll do just a couple more here. Cheesequake, New Jersey.
It's when you eat too much cheese and you just start quaking because you're looking for more cheese.
It's like cheesequake. It's like somebody didn't know how to spell cheesecake, so they went with cheesequake.
Like,
It's
like
I
when
like
you,
Q's. It's got to add a Q in there somewhere.
like when you don't know how to spell something, so you just change the whole sentence.
Yeah. Butternut, New York.
It's not completely weird, but
No. Oh, PP, Ohio.
like P-E-E.
No. P-E-E, P-E-E. Yeah, so yeah, like you were saying, Ohio. So it looks like PP, like what little children do, Ohio. So I don't know why. It's just what they decided would be fun. I know there's one more in here that I really liked, but oh, there it is. Eggnog, Utah.
There we go. So we are now moving the podcast to Utah. So that
Utah. And
it's
we're all
morning
becoming
eggnog.
Mormon.
I don't want more than one wife, though.
That's true, but that doesn't.
You don't. I think that's. I don't know if that's illegal in the Mormon Church anymore, or not.
I don't know.
I don't think it's required.
I don't think so, because they're becoming more not as weird.
I know nothing about Mormonism, so.
Mormonism is a very interesting.
Hey, do you want to be God?
Yeah, that actually is true. If you follow the religion correctly, you actually will become technically a god.
Sounds like you believe it, Caleb.
No, I actually did.
The way you said that.
I actually read. There's a book called Kingdom of Cults, and it's one of the things I actually read about.
Okay.
It's a very interesting book. It talks about Islam and Mormonism, basically the 7 main cults, including Christianity.
Christianity is a cult. I mean, if you think about it, we are all, depending on your church and what you do, at least once a week or once a month, you are going up. You are in a line, eating your Lord and Savior's body and blood, and drinking His blood.
Yeah, so it is a little strange. That is definitely for sure. So that's what I kind of liked about this book is it actually had the 7 main cults.
Yeah.
So yeah, a really, really, really good book.
A comedian said Christians just won, and they're like, "Why?" And he's like, "What year is it?" Like 2000, I think it was like 17. He's like, "Yeah, 2017 after Christ." He's like,
yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, Christians won. Christians won the religion war
At least up to now.
up to now."
Yeah. All right, James, what do you got for us today?
So I have weird collections. You know, people collect stuff. They maybe they get 1 or 2 of them. They're like, "Huh, I could make a collection out of this."
James, do you have any weird collections?
I have a coin collection, so nothing really weird.
A coin collection.
A coin collection. What else? I don't really
I'm
collect.
trying to think of what do I collect? I really don't collect. The only thing I would be like musical instruments.
And see, that's a very expensive collection. I want to have a collection of guns.
Oh, yeah, see, that's a good collection to have.
One of every gun would be cool. And see, that's a collection.
That would be
It's
amazing.
not stockpiling. It's only stockpiling when you have 18 of the same gun.
That's true.
That's the
And
difference. So remember,
600,000 rounds of ammunition for the same gun.
Exactly. So you just need to. There's a difference between stockpiling and collecting guns. One is not good. The other is kind of cool. So we're gonna start this out tamely.
Yeah, tamely. Let's get tame.
North Carolina dermatologist Manfred S. Rothstein owns 675 blank. Fill in the blank, Caleb.
Lipstick containers?
That was a good guess because it's weird, but back scratchers from 71 different countries.
Oh, okay.
So,
Ooh,
again,
that's an excellent picture of all the creepy back scratchers.
They're very creepy because it's just a bunch of little hands.
So they all in his office? Because that would be even creepier.
Hello, welcome to your dermatologist.
Hello,
meeting.
folks. You can pick one and scratch your back with it while you're here.
All right, number 2. Carol Vaughan, 65, from the UK, has an impressive collection of more than 5,000 bars of soap from all over the world. She's been collecting soap bars since 1991.
Bars of soap?
Yeah, so it's a ton of soap.
Oh my goodness.
She can get very clean.
Where does she keep all these?
I don't know, but the question is, Caleb, if you drop a bar of soap on the ground, is it dirty or is the dirt now clean?
The dirt is now stuck.
Interesting.
Ooh.
All right, so those aren't too weird, right? It's not too weird. Okay, we'll go a little bit weirder. Umbrella cover sleeves.
What?
730 basically umbrella condoms. That's what they look like. She doesn't.
Okay. So what you slip an umbrella into?
Yeah. So when you're storing your umbrella, it's an umbrella sleeve. She has 730 unique items.
Why? It doesn't make any sense.
Neither to me. Neither did what? It doesn't make sense to me either. So 39-year-old David. Why do I try to read their names? From Italy, has started collecting Coca-Cola cans since he was 15. His collection includes special edition and commemorative cans from almost every country in Cuba and North Korea.
What?
It doesn't say how many he has, but it's a bunch from the picture.
So he's got several walls of cans.
All right, so it's getting slightly weirder.
That one's not too weird. I know people that actually have collected cans before.
We have a lady who has 3,500 troll dolls.
That would be creepy.
They're
going into a room where she stores those suckers. That
stumbling into it, thinking it's a bathroom, peeing your pants just right there.
Turning on the lights and Hitchcock music comes on.
Chicken-related items.
Ooh,
6,505.
That's not too weird either, but that is a lot of chickens.
When you get into the thousands, another one is celebrity hair locks. So they have hair from Marilyn Monroe, Abraham Lincoln, Edgar Allan Poe, Albert Einstein, and Elvis.
So I was going to say, what do they do? Sneak behind these people and cut their hair and run? But a lot of these people are way too old to be around at that time.
This one's kind of cool. 1,563 different mobile phones.
Okay, that is pretty sweet.
That's kind of cool. All
and
right.
I bet some of those are worth money now.
Probably. All right, let's cross over to the weird.
Oh, James.
This is the world's largest ABC gumball, Nicorette gumball.
Nicorette?
Yeah. He started chewing Nicorette gums 6 years and 95,000 pieces of gum later, he created this 175-pound ball.
Oh my gosh!
Best part,
I misunderstood what you said. I thought you meant like a gumball, like somebody made a gumball, but no, this is made by this dude chewing gum and putting it on this thing.
Yep, that's what it looks like. 175 pounds of just disgusting gum.
Oh my gosh!
So that one's a little gross,
and it looks like mucus. It's yellow.
It
It looks like a giant mucus ball.
Ugh. All right, you ready for my new favorite?
No, I don't think I am.
This is my favorite.
Okay, let's do this.
30,000. 30,000. Think about that for a second. That's a pretty big number.
That's a good size number.
If you have one of something, 30,000 times.
Yeah.
Toenail clippings. They saved 30,000 toenail clippings in little baggies, and they're standing there with their
Why?
30,000 toenail clippings. This is getting kind of boring at this point. The last one is prepared food items. I don't know what this means. That was not the last one because it's lame. 42. Donald Detloff has his property in Hawaii showing off his collection of 647 different surfboards.
Now that's pretty cool.
That is also teddy bears. We got napkins. We have toothbrushes. And do not disturb hotel signs.
Those could probably be funny.
This is 41 of the most hilarious Amazon reviews ever.
And they're pretty stinking good.
All right. Overhead rubber penguin mask from Happy Feet animal fantasy dress.
Not gonna lie, this
Fancy
thing
dress.
is creepy. It is creepy.
It is weird. It's rated 4 stars by Sir Chubbs. And his review says, I wear this mask to sing lullabies to my children. They are terrified of the mask. Whenever they protest about their bedtime or ask for too many sweets, I whip out the mask and they soon know who is the king penguin.
Oh. There's only terror in this house.
Number 11, Veet for Men hair removal gel cream, 200 milliounce. 5-star from Dennis. Good product. Makes my farts louder. The hair must have acted as an interlocking silencer. I give this a big thumbs up. That is such a dad thing to say.
Oh my gosh. Some people have a good sense of humor.
The Nexus Silence Wired Mouse, 8,500. 5 stars from Loose Seal. My girlfriend and I were on the verge of breaking up because I kept her awake at night with my constant mouse clicking. Not anymore! Consider this relationship saved. This mouse is so silent, she will sometimes forget I'm even home and invite her lover over. He's a pretty cool guy. Number 14, The Wolf of Wall Street movie, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. 1 star. There are no wolves in this movie. It's such a mom thing.
Were you even paying attention to the movie? No, there were no wolves.
There were no wolves in this movie.
I stopped paying attention when I realized there are no actual wolves in this movie.
Pure brown seaweed extract, 500 milligrams, 90 capsules. 5 stars from Alex. Amazing. I give this to my cat and it cure him of autism. Also, since eating this product with meal 3x day, no more house ghosts.
No more house ghosts.
The Knuckle Blaster 95,000.
Oh my gosh, that one's freaking hilarious.
Volt stun gun. This is a really long one. I don't want to read it.
Oh, it's so funny though.
Should I read the whole thing?
You can like.
I'm going to butcher this. 4 stars from Not Actually Steve.
Yeah.
I purchased this after I was confronted by some punks demanding that I hand over my money. I'm a relatively fit guy, but I was no match for them. That was when I realized that I needed to protect myself. The day after I bought this product, I went to the very same Walmart parking lot where I was first mugged. I approached the group of hooligans standing outside the entrance, concealing my secret weapon. I coolly asked, "Remember me?" One of them looked up and said, "Have you come back to buy some Samoas and Thin Mints? My Girl Scout troops need to raise more money." I replied with, "You're not taking my money this time." "But sir, they're delicious," she said. I whipped out my Knuckle Blaster stun gun and shouted, "Wrong move, B." The 5 Girl Scouts ran away screaming as I pounded my chest in victory and accidentally activated my stun gun and applied 95,000 volts to my right nipple. I woke up 4 hours later to the sound of heavy footsteps. Those Girl Scouts had brought their fathers, but I was ready. I lunged at the largest one with a cry, "Raggle, fraggle!" and hit him in the stomach. He hit the ground harder than a fat kid on a jungle gym. As the others began to circle around me, I changed techniques, holding both of my hands in tight fists. I raised my arms to my sides and initiated the helicopter spin. They all backed off, fearing my impressive RPM. After a while, I started getting dizzy, and one of the fathers decided to try to tackle me. As he ran to me, stood there, dizzy and queasy. Time was going real slow. Then I remembered I had eaten lunch at Chipotle, and the burrito was fighting its way back up my stomach. I turned toward my enemy and launched a stream of projectile vomit at him, knocking him to the ground. Then I started singing, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor. I grabbed my knuckle blaster stun gun and shoved it in my mouth, running headfirst into my foes, introducing... electrocuting them with my teeth. Eventually, they were all unconscious, and I walked home victorious. Final score, 75.
See, I told you it was worth the read. Oh my god.
I am proud of myself that I was able to read that. My reading ability is good.
Wow, I don't know who wrote that, but they deserve an Emmy.
They deserve an Emmy, and they deserve to be...
a Golden Globe and whatever else that we can give them. Oh my gosh. And this is a real thing. Yeah, it's basically a brass knuckles with a stunning ability. Who wouldn't want that?
Oh my gosh.
It's like have two of those and you become a superhero. Some of those are just absolutely ridiculous, and they write like this whole article.
They got like a book about it.
Exactly. And people are just, people are strange and funny.
Much funnier than Caleb and I.
Well, that's why we read other people's stuff, because they're funnier than we are.
Exactly.
We love people.
So, sorry we
and
didn't have
coffee.
any... Very much so. We are still drinking the maple bacon coffee. It is delicious. Good job, Caleb.
Thank you very much. Oh, I got to bring the bourbon next time, unless you want to do the bacon.
We can do the bacon garnish next week.
All right, we're going to do bacon garnish next week, people, and we're going to let you know how well it tastes in the coffee.
And then we're going to put whole pancakes in.
And then we're going to grind up pancakes and put it in.
So thank you guys so much for joining us for this week. Be sure to check us out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, and Google Play.
And our Spanish version.
Yes, our Spanish version on, I don't know where our Spanish version is. If someone took the time, the painstaking time to translate everything we said into Spanish, good on them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear this.
I don't know why I said that.
I think it was funny.
Okay.
If you have any questions or any topics or any things you want us to cover, you can email us at morningeggnog@gmail.com.
And we should be getting stickers soon, too.
We should be getting some from our new logo, Morning Eggnog stickers. So if you want one of those, send us a message as well with your address. They are absolutely free.
Yes.
And they're gonna be sick, bro.
They're going to be sick, except for postage. We don't want to pay for postage.
Yeah, but
I'm joking.
I know, it's only like 50 cents. Because it's a sticker.
It's a sticker.
So be sure to check us out there, and you can message us on Facebook and Instagram, also at Morning Eggnog. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook for funny pictures
of randomness.
Of randomness.
Complete randomness.
So have a lovely morning, noon, or night.
See ya.